Hey everyone, how's it going? We are now entering Fatal Fury City of the Wolves' third year with a new batch of DLC characters announced. The season started with the once criminally overlooked Rick Stroud finally making his well-deserved comeback, followed by other familiar faces like the King, King Capuan, and... wait, who the hell is Laocorn Gaudeamus? If you had that reaction, you are not alone, my friend. I myself did not know where this character came from, so my first thought was another anime crossover fighter. After Kenshiro, anything is possible. But it turns out Laocorn actually is related to the Fatal Fury franchise, just not the games. He is, in fact, the villain of the 1994 anime adaptation Fatal Fury the Motion Picture, which follows the same continuity as the preceding two TV specials, Fatal Fury Legend of the Hungry Wolf and Fatal Fury 2 The New Battle. This time, however, the anime isn't adapting a plot from the games but telling an original story. Alongside a number of original characters, the movie brings back Terry and Andy Bogard, Joe Higashi and Mai Shiranui in the main roles, as well as plenty of other familiar faces and a variety of cameos. Some of them even get to fight once or twice. So what do you guys say we take a look back at what happened in the movie in preparation for Mr. Gaudeamus? But before we do that, if you can be so kind as to leave a small token of your appreciation with a like and a subscription, I promise you guys that it really does help a lot. Anyways, to the movie we go. The plot starts with Cheng Xing-zan overseeing the exploration of a cave in Egypt, where he discovers a piece of armor that belongs to a set known as the Armor of Mars. Cheng extracts the armor from the cavern, but before he can leave with his prize, he is attacked by Laocorn Gaudeamus and his henchmen, Penny, Howard, and Jamin, who claim the artifact. After the leg piece is attached to Laocorn's body, he unleashes a powerful blast that eradicates the archaeological dig site, proclaiming that when he has the final pieces of the armor, he will become a god. Meanwhile, in Japan, Joe Higashi celebrates a Muay Thai victory and reunites with Terry, Andy, and Mai. The group encounters Sulia, who is fleeing from an enhanced and mind-controlled Cheng Xing-zan. It's here that we get a fight from fan-favorite and Season 3 DLC character Kim Kap-1, with his young sons, Kim Jae-hoon and Kim Dong-won, appearing as little kids. Sulia introduces herself as Laocorn's twin sister. She reveals that they are descendants of Gaudeamus, an ancient warrior whose mystical armor was split into 6 pieces to prevent its misuse. Laocorn intends to reassemble it for ultimate power, and he already has 3 of the pieces. Terry, Andy, Mai, and Joe all agree to help her stop him. The group heads to Rhodes Island, noticing wall paintings showing fighting stances of the Hakyoku Seiken and House of Stroheim styles. Using her pendant, Sulia finds the locations of the remaining pieces and they split up. Terry, Joe, and Sulia go to Turkey, while Andy and Mai head to Iraq. While searching a library in Turkey, Terry's group discovers that the armor was located under a police station which exploded. The police found ancient remains under it, but nothing else. Sulia explains she knows Laocorn hasn't taken it yet because she would have felt the energy surge through their psychic bond. Realizing the wall drawings in Rhodes were the real clue, Terry and Sulia head to Stroheim Castle in Germany, while Joe leaves to update Andy and Mai. Meanwhile, in Baghdad, Andy and Mai learn that the leg armor was taken to China centuries ago. They search for Jubei Yamada in Duck King's new nightclub, where they discover the piece is hidden in a local temple. At the club, they also have a brief encounter with Billy Kane before Howard interrupts. Before leaving, he tries to seduce Mai, who had been dancing in the club, but she rejects him. At the temple, while Mai waits for Andy, Howard ambushes her and easily defeats her. He uses Mai as a hostage to steal the armor piece from Andy Bogard, leaving him behind knocked out. Meanwhile, Terry and Sulia battle Laocorn and Jamin. Terry is badly injured but saved by Sulia, who uses part of her life force to heal him. She recounts how their father was killed by a business partner during an expedition to find the Armor of Mars, an event that fueled Laocorn's obsession. Terry vows to protect Sulia and stop her brother. Right about this time, we also get to see Lawrence Blood duking it out with Penny. He puts up a good fight, but this is Terry's movie, not his, so his ass goes down and Penny takes possession of another armor piece. Through her psychic link, Sulya feels Laocorn put on the 4th and 5th armor pieces. Realizing the final location is hidden inside Sulya's pendant, Laocorn sends his lieutenants to capture her. In Jerusalem, the reunited team takes a brief breather before heading to the Dead Sea. But Terry and Joe are knocked unconscious while Penny and Jamin capture Sulya. She agrees to go peacefully so they don't harm her friends, but Howard stays behind to mess with Mai. Andy, however, reappears and quickly dispatches him in a rematch, while Mai takes care of Penny. At the Dead Sea, Laocorn raises a massive temple out of the water. Terry pushes ahead while the rest of the team fights off Laocorn's soldiers. Terry confronts Jamin, but after a brief, evenly matched fight, Jamin voluntarily takes Terry's bow and goes down. Before dying, he tells Terry he did it for Sulya's sake, as Jamin believes only Terry can save Laocorn. Terry reaches Laocorn just as he claims the final crown piece, encasing him in a, side note, rather silly looking metallic armor that massively boosts his power. Terry is easily overpowered, surviving only when Andy, Joe and Mai arrive. Even as a team, they can't beat him. Knowing their psychic bond can weaken Laocorn, Sulya sacrificially stabs herself in the chest. As she dies, she urges Terry to strike Laocorn's breastplate. Terry shatters it, but the armor pieces merge with a statue of Mars, reviving the actual god. Realizing he was just a vessel, a redeemed Laocorn sacrifices his life to protect Andy and Mai from the god's attack. Terry then combines his strength with his friends to defeat Mars once and for all. The surviving heroes escape as the temple collapses, with Terry casting his cap into the air as they leave. And that's the movie. As for how Laocorn can be adapted into the game, well, SNK is gonna have to be pretty creative here. It doesn't do much fighting apart from typical super powerful enemy villain stuff, levitating, throwing big energy balls and stuff like that, so there's a ton of free real estate to create an actual fighting style. Then again, Terry himself yells familiar names for his techniques, but I don't know if I would have adapted them into a game as they are if the anime was the only thing I had to go by. Provided the ridiculous armor doesn't appear or has at least a smaller role, I'm quite pumped for Laocorn. Interestingly, his appearance won't even be the first time City of the Wolves borrows from this movie, since Terry's hidden gear, Cosmic Strike Geyser, is based on an attack he uses in the anime where he creates a tornado that eventually turns into a giant power geyser. I'm not a big fan of this move, by the way. Something about Terry creating a tornado makes it look more like something Joe Higashi should be doing. Personally, I think Capcom did a much better job when they created his level 3 super in Street Fighter 6. But what do you think about Laocorn? Excited? Upset that he took the spot of one of your favorites? Let me know in the comments down below. For now though, this has been a Cammyplayer, and I'll see you guys later.